Hello, it is day 15 of my Rise Up Challenge, and I wanted to come and send you all a message. This one right here makes me a little sad because I experienced this myself, as well as I talk to a lot of people who are givers, people who give from the heart, people who love from the heart, people who are empaths, people pleasers, people who just desire a good relationship. They just have this vision of having this good relationship. They find somebody, they choose that person, and they think the more I give, the more I love, the more that I show this person how much I can love, the more they'll love me. And that's the biggest mistake that can be made when it comes to relationships, when it comes to loving. What happens is the more you love someone who doesn't reciprocate that feeling, the more you drain yourself. And they will never love you more. They're not going to find it in their heart to say, oh, she's loving me so much, or he's giving me so much. Let me get myself together and act right so I can love them back. That's a character flaw that they have. And no amount of love will change that. If anything, the more love you give them, the less likely they are to step their game up and do better. Why? Because you're teaching them that no matter how they act, no matter what they do, no matter what they say, you're going to love them. So you don't hold them accountable. If anything, you are enabling them to treat you worse. And you're also teaching them that I can continue acting like this and I'll get love, I'll get the world, I'll get all the things I want from this person and from other relationships because I don't have to act right to receive this love. So if you're someone that finds yourself trying to get someone to see how much you're worth, to validate the love you're giving, to love you back, you need to stop because you're being a doormat. You're putting your heart out there to get hurt. You're setting yourself up in front of the firing range to be broken. So with that, you have a choice. And I know it's hard. You know, you don't want to hurt people's feelings. You don't want to come off being an ass. But truth is, you have to put yourself first. You have to put your heart first. You can't keep putting your heart out there for someone to stomp on. And what happens in these situations is it's like a cycle. It's like the person who's loving, they give. The person who's not loving, they take. And then they realize, oh, you're going to step away or you know, you've gotten angry. So they polish themselves up. They get themselves better. Then you come flying back in full force, 100%. Oh, they recognize the error in their ways. I'm going to give more. But then because they didn't have to really do anything but say a few words or act nice for a few days, they go right back to their true character of treating you bad. And the more you participate in this cycle, the more they're going to treat you horrible. So, you know, the thing is, loving people will not make them love you back. Another thing that happens is you get into the habit of justifying their behavior. And when you justify their behavior, you're making excuses for them. You're making excuses for their poor behavior, their poor character. And that is also a form of enabling. And this is actually a form of codependency. And codependency is when you are looking for validation in someone by showing them your best self in hopes that they will recognize you and say, oh, you're an awesome person. And usually this happens because as you were growing up at some point in your life, you didn't receive that validation. So you're seeking it out in relationships or friendships, or even your relationships with your children or other family members. So it can happen in any type of relationship. But you have to make that decision. And here's my challenge for you. Are you going to continue draining your cup of love, continuously pouring it out, and never getting it filled back up with reciprocal energy from your partner? or whomever you're giving yourself to? Or are you going to make the decision to take your cup, take it as your own, fill it up yourself by taking the energy you're giving them and give it to yourself, love yourself, set some boundaries of how you should be treated, and then let that person know if they don't treat you like this, you're going to walk away, and then actually walk away. Set your standards, set your boundaries, and don't feel guilty about it. You're not being selfish. You're not being selfish by making yourself a priority, by putting yourself first, by protecting your heart from someone who obviously has clearly demonstrated they're not going to respect you. So make that choice to fill your cup up, and then put yourself in a position where you can work on yourself so that the next person that comes in and the next person you actually choose is actually giving you what you deserve. And you've set standards because you've loved yourself, and there's reciprocal energy. So make that decision. But like I said, you can't love somebody more to make them love you back. That's not going to happen. You're just going to teach them to treat you like a doormat. So it's your choice. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this and keep things nice and short because I'm up here every day for the month of April. But I wish you all lots of peace, love, blessings. Please leave a comment. If you have any questions, you can always DM me. If you want to hear other topics, please let me know. I'm open to new ideas. I would love to know what you would love to hear from me. So please let me know, and I wish you all a good night. Bye.